Welcome, it's time to break down some music. So if you're here to get some tips and tricks on how to make unique electronic music, you came to the right place. Because today I will show you how to make a tech house track or a techy progressive house track, depending on the definition, like this. In this video I will give you a lot of insights into the production process, especially a lot of sound design today in this video. Because there are some very cool tricks how to make this dirty sound with a lot of tension, thinking outside the box a little bit. So without further ado, let's get started. So this song is a very gradual building, with constantly increasing tension step by step. This comes especially through the various automations that play a key role in the song arrangement. So let's begin. So we have the kick layout with snapback to make things even more interesting. So I added a snapping sound before the transient and a little bit of energy to the transient itself. And this gives the kick more presence. Also very interesting is the bass line of this track. And it shows that the bass can be a very important piece of sound, even above the actual low frequencies. So in this case I used a rolling 16th note bass pattern in the key of the track. So it's made in serum and saturated with blood overdrive to give the bass more crisp and kickstart, so some ducking to get this pulsing feeling. So here without processing. And now with. And the very exciting thing here that I like to do a lot is to automate the filter cutoff here directly in Serum. You can see this in this automation. So every second bar, more or less, the filter opens up automatically. Very solid sound and the main energy driver in the parts of the track. So then we also have a rolling head, an open head and some percussion. Very straightforward. Okay, deep breath, because now we transform a very simple ARP into something spectacular. So we got this very simple 16th note ARP pattern. What the fuck is this doing? Yeah, everybody has those moments when something happens and you have no clue why or what or how. Alright, back to the video. So we got this very simple 16th note ARP pattern. Very subtle, very quiet. So let's transform this one into something, I already said it, spectacular. So first of all, the standard procedure you could say. So we apply some effects like blood overdrive for saturation, delay and reverb, stereo enhancer, and then there's also kickstart again for some mood, for some feeling, to get the pulsing feeling. Now we have this. We also have a filter, so in the beginning it is slowly building up. And for once, let me tell you, the effects aren't the important part, or let's better say, one special effect is the very important part. But the secret sauce here is directly in Serum, where this ARP is made in. Because right now it's okay, but not spectacular. And I promise spectacular, right? So the secret sauce is a compressor, multi-band compression to be precise. And we're using it in Serum's FX section. And this is the missing piece. So make sure to tick the multi-band right here. Set a low threshold and give some gain. And now watch the difference. So as you hear, we're overdoing it and bring the compressor to the limit on purpose. Because this gives us a very powerful and dirty sound. Yes, there's also a lot of crackling going on when you listen to it. But this is our stylistic element in this lead sound. Because a clean mix isn't necessarily always the aim. So let's hear the difference one more time. So always stay creative and break the so-called rules from time to time. So now we have the utmost important element of this track. So after this powerful build-up, I'm actually calming this down a little bit. So the cutoff filter gets tighter again and filters some of the frequencies out. You can see it in this automation here. Halfway through, it increases a lot, that it's almost on the level of the peak in the build-up. By the way, we also have a layer that is playing the same 16th notes as the main layer, but one octave lower. So to cover more frequencies and get even more energy. What is also very important is the fact that the bass pattern changes. So before we had this rolling 16th notes, now in the drop section we have this pattern right here. So instead of full rolling 16th notes, I left some gaps for the kick and arp to breathe within, because there's already going on a lot with this very heavy arp sound. So I give this one a little more space when the arp is completely going crazy and the compression is at the maximum. So this is our drop. This is crazy. Alright, so let's get to the break section. So there is a respace. It's the perfect way to maintain energy, but at the same time calming things down a little bit. It is extremely simple. Only 4 notes in the scale of the track. I love respaces, because they are the perfect way to have a very deep and long and flowing sound, and also calming things down after this intense drop. So there's also a bunch of vocals.
I'm all out of time now, you already know. I'm all out of time now.
So we have BB Tubes for some saturation, the best plugin for vocal saturation in my personal opinion. EQ, cut the low frequencies, we don't want or need them in this case. A little bit of delay. And Valhalla Supermassive for some echo. So in the first vocals, in this break section also have thermal for a little bit of distortion because it's a nice thing here. Because we chopped the sound a little bit. So we chopped the vocals with transgate in this case. So it's some kind of stutter effect. Yeah, and then the ARP comes back in again. Of course with a lot of automations again, so not full power at the beginning. So it's filtered a lot, slowly coming back in and also 1 octave higher. And there's no easier way in changing things up than simply going an octave higher. And that's basically it. Of course, we also have some filling elements, an impact riser, another impact, a sweep down after the first drop. Then there's also a little bit of atmosphere, which is a very simple chord progression and it's very quiet in the background. So it's only for a little bit of texture. And that's about it. So we don't have a lot of elements, but the ARP alone is carrying the song so good that we actually don't need so many things. And always remember, sometimes simplicity is key, or actually always simplicity is key. It's easy to overthink projects. And this project, to be honest, it's a song that I started at the beginning of the year. So in January, it was the very first project I started this year, but I finished it in July. Because at one stage in the production process, I was in the stage of overthinking too much, thinking I need more elements, or I could change this thing, or change up this, or basically thinking too much. Then I took a break, took some months off the project and worked on it later. And with a very clean structure, with only limiting myself to a few elements, so the very important elements like the ARP, for example. And then I was finally ready to finish this track. So always remember, don't overthink it. that is everything you need to know. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you're looking for some tailored one-to-one electronic music coaching or song feedback or professional mixing your song or also a remix of your track or your vocal, then hit me up on Fiverr. The link is in the description. This song in this video is called Out of Time and is out now on all the major streaming platforms and YouTube and SoundCloud and so on and so on, so everywhere. So I would really appreciate if you give the song some love and stream it. So thank you for watching and for your ongoing support. It means the world to me. Till then, have an amazing day or night and see you soon.